Welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors. My name is Reverend Jess, Intuitive Angel Healer. I hope you're having a good day. Today, I wanted to just share a message that Spirit put on my heart. And I don't know if you remember the show back in the 90s. It was called It's a Miracle. And I just started hearing the theme song of that coming through loud. It was like, it's a miracle, miracle happening to everyday people. It's a miracle. Let me know if you remember that show. You can go, I think, check it out on Pluto or one of those. But you're about to experience a miracle. And Spirit really wanted me to come share this with you, especially for the ones out there that have been having it rough this Mercury retrograde, or just it seems like I'm hearing the song from TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. So I feel like you've had maybe a whole bunch of waterfalls, but not good ones, like just a whole bunch of storms and rain clouds come through. But you're about to experience the waterfalls like you want to go see in like Hawaii, with the rainbows and the magical grottos. That's what I'm seeing is coming for you. So it's like your luck is about to flip. And right now I'm hearing make a gratitude list. It's really important when things aren't going the way that you want them to not focus on the bad, because manifestation energy flows to where thoughts go. So it's really important right now to keep that gratitude list and keep paying attention to that, because that's what's going to end up changing all of this for you. And for some of you, you've had a gratitude list, and this gratitude list, by focusing on your blessings and getting and learning your lessons, you're ending up creating this new beginning for you. And it's really important to know that we attract, we don't have to chase. So if it's meant for you, it'll find you. That's what I'm hearing right now. You don't have to go chasing down anything that's meant for you. But also, like attracts like. So if you are lowering your vibration to fit in with the crowd or be like others, then you're going to end up attracting those karmic lessons. So it's really important to be intentional with your thoughts. It doesn't mean you can't have a bad day or a bad thought. It just means catch yourself when you're having those bad thoughts and be like, no, this is not my energy. Because I had that happen a while back. When I first moved into my place, I could tell there's just an unhappy presence that used to live there, like way before I moved there. Because sometimes when I do these readings, especially when I do my church readings, my prophetic light ministry readings, there's a video, you can see my shorts, I actually caught the little demon on my video. Popped up 3 different times, and this is because the darkness does not like happiness or light or joy, because misery loves company. And I just ended my reading with that very same quote yesterday. You have a choice to either dim your light and keep it to yourself, keep it in your comfort zone, so that this darkness will, leave you alone, or you can just shine your light in the darkness and command it to leave. I do that because you can have bad days, bad thoughts, bad moments, but it doesn't have to be a reoccurring thing. And if it is a reoccurring thing, check and first see if it's your energy, because sometimes it's people around you, even if it's a neighbor, projecting their energy onto you. So we are humans and we live out emotions, and there's no way we're gonna be, we go through a wide range of emotions every day. You can't always be happy, but you don't have to always be sad either. Sometimes you're just in between. Sometimes I'm meh, like on the Emoji Movie, meh. That's how I feel some days. I just wake up and I'm not happy, I'm not sad, I'm just meh. So know that also hearing laughter is the best medicine. So before you latch onto a thought and just let it drag you down, and then you just go on a spiral, put little baby in the spiral, little Wayne's coming in. Sit down, be humble. Sit down, be humble. Yeah, that song's coming up. You just need to check first if you're an empath. Is this my energy? So when you feel this way, first check, is this your energy or are these your thoughts? Is there a reason why you're feeling this way? You got to check that first. And then you don't have to ignore the feeling, but don't, feel it and release it. Don't swim in it all day. Don't unpack and live there in that feeling, because if I do that, I'm going to be down for an undisclosed amount of time, because that's how my karmics used to get over on me, is by manipulating my emotions. So they would trigger me with one word, or say one thing to me, send people out to purposely trigger me to feel a certain kind of way. And then that would bring up an old emotion or an old thought or an old pattern habit. And then I would just wreck my day, and then I would have a panic attack, and then it would just all flow down. And they've had meetings about me, how to my narcissists are so lame that they have meetings about me because they're so weak that they couldn't just take me down by one of them. They had to get in a whole group and compare notes. Let me know if that resonates with you, because you're not a weak soul. I'm not a weak soul. But when you don't know somebody's in the background using everything you've ever shared with them in an intimate moment, a vulnerable moment, and they're sharing it to take you down mentally. I did go, when I went through my divorce in 2017, I did go through a lot of emotions, things for about 3 years, because it didn't end till 2019. Still hasn't ended, by the way. But the attacks were like, I was sitting there hanging out with the enemy still, because I didn't know that they weren't for me. And then I cut them all off in 2019, and they got mad, and then they just did these little covert missions to show up at my job, show up at my house, defy restraining orders, kidnap my child. Just one day, my child's like, "I don't live in Colorado anymore. Where do you live at?" Can't tell you. And that's a whole nother meeting. But I'm just saying, the darkness gets mad when you don't give in. So don't give in to these emotions. Analyze them first, because that's how I've healed, is before you get me on a dark, deep depression path and have this little uh, fallen angel next to me whispering all these negative thoughts to make me want to just lay down and never get back up. I'm not that easily persuaded, and I will, when I start just like, where is this coming out of? I've healed a lot of stuff and I shouldn't be feeling this way. And then I'm like, oh, well, I got a little dark angel around me, huh? Well, you can just get it going. And then I do a clearing and I sage and smudge and do sound healing clearing and all that stuff. So whatever it is, but this is somebody's confirmation right here that you really need to. That's how you're gonna stop having these panic attacks every day. I mean, I still have panic attacks, but mine used to be like all day long for like 8 hours, and they're not anymore, because I've learned, before I fully embrace an emotion, I'm not just willy-nilly, oh, I feel sad and I'm just gonna be sad today. I'm like, why do I feel this way? That is the first thing you need to ask. Why do you feel this way? I'm hearing a lot of this came from your childhood. A lot of financial fears came from your childhood, like because your parents maybe about 2 or 3, I don't know, something around that age, significant happened. Or they could have just drilled in your head, what does money grow on trees? And the lack got programmed when you were a kid. So it could have even been severe poverty where you literally woke up and had saltwater soup, mustard crackers. It's gotten that bad. I'm seeing a feather that's just hanging out in the bushes right here. It's the craziest thing. It's just hanging there. I understand what poverty is because I've lived it. I've literally not eaten for a week at a time. I've lived off of 30-cent cheeseburgers when McDonald's did it. Got food poisoning because I literally made them last for a week. So I've been the poorest of the poor, and I've had money too. I've been always in between, so I know both sides of it. So don't let your financial fears and complainers getting your way today. And I'm also hearing this has to do with a past life. It's important to sever the vows of poverty. Some of you were in a past life, you were like a monk or like a spiritual person. And if you know anything about nuns and monks, they take a vow of poverty, and they don't have any money, and it's all for the church, and then they live off donations of whatever the church and God provides. That is also messing with your financial abundance because that's what it's ingrained into your memories, and that's what your your unconscious mind still thinks. When you get triggered into this, it triggers all that. So you just need to sit down, do a meditation or a cutting of cords with Archangel Michael. You can check out my sound healings that I do too. They also cut the manipulate. I have one to help cut the ties to narcissism abuse. And I'm about to come out with a whale meditation that I'm putting out here. So definitely check out my playlist that has my sound meditations. I'm starting to update it as much as I can between these messages and those. But definitely let me know how this resonates in the comment. And right now, you need to know that there's all kinds of different light workers that are sent here. Two of the light workers that you have around are the Transmuters and the Ascension guides. These are coming around to transmute the negative energy because remember, angels work through people. The Ascension guides are helping you process and overcome obstacles. They're also helping you believe the world is full of possibilities, and these transmuter light workers are helping you release vibrant light to uh, release so you can release your vibrant light and transmute negative energy. They're very highly evolved beings, and they volunteered to come uh, from ancestry filled with negative karma. So like these Reiki healers that are out there, you see them doing light transmissions on YouTube. That's an example of somebody who is a transmuter. Their purpose is everybody's got a different spiritual purpose on here. So mine is to connect with angels and help people heal from toxic relationships because I'm like the cheerleader that's supposed to get you going on your purpose, but you're so dragged down by the past. So I come in, and that's what God has me do is I connect with people's past loved ones to help clear out the guilt. So you get that message, and then I help you learn how to connect to your gifts. I'm actually anointed where I can help you connect with your gifts also I have a lot of different purposes, but so not everybody's just a reader on here. Not everybody's just a light work empath. That we all have different purposes. A lot of us, sometimes you're like, why do you all have the same message? Because it's a collective conscious. And I just saw 1555, and the number 1515 is an angel number that breaks down to 3. If you're seeing this number, examine your values. It's also telling you to branch out on your own and re-examine situations. Stop dimming your light so you can be a part of the crowd, because that's not going to help you, and that's just going to make you repeat this karmic cycle. We've been talking about that, and this is also a price you're paying for karma. So it's not to feel guilty about it, it's just to acknowledge it. Because the number one thing is you got to let go of guilt and fear so things will wrap up. Because you can't just keep beating yourself up, because the past is done. The past is already over, and that's where the Mandela effect comes in, because we're literally on a different timeline. And reality is starting to just, I don't know, that's a whole nother topic and video. But ultimately that past is no longer there. No amount of thinking, worrying, wondering, you can't change it. If it's already past, it's past. You can't fix that, but you can fix your future, because your future is not here, and you're currently building it with your thoughts and actions and what you're doing right now. So the number one thing to fix that is do what you need to do to get rid of that fear and guilt, whether it's just getting therapy, talking to a friend, forgiving something, forgiving yourself, forgiving a situation, calling someone up and saying, I forgive you, and whatever steps that you need to take. I'm hearing somebody who's in an AA program or something like that. That's part of AA is forgiveness, because you can't heal until you rip all of that unforgiveness out of your area that's blocking up the channels for you to actually get good stuff in there, and blessings and love. It is possible. Somebody's like, that's so hard. It is hard. I'm 45. It can't say it's been the easiest task, but it is possible. That's the difference. So you can be like, this may not be the easiest thing in the world, but it is attainable. And if you keep repeating that to yourself, things are going to change. Hearing right now, it's really important to stay on your path. And I'm seeing this card over here. And if you look at that, I believe that's the throat chakra symbol. This is all about your path. Lotus flowers are significant too. It says, Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So you need to just steady the path is what I'm hearing. Keep moving forward. It's all about healing that heart energy, because once you heal your heart energy, which is your main motor, that's going to help clear out the rest of your chakras and get your solar plexus going, which is right below your heart chakra, and that's where your ego and your courage lives. So a lot of people, if you're having a hard time just getting the courage to do things, work with the color yellow and work with your solar plexus, and stop feeling guilty. It's the number one thing. You have nothing. I'm getting confirmation right now. You have nothing to feel guilty about. You've done what you've needed to do. You may have irritated a few humans out there, but they're not the one that's going to be there on Judgment Day. Remember that. And a lot of these people are undermining your every move. There's no coincidences right now. You need to pay attention. I'm hearing many are called, but few are chosen. So the chosen path isn't the easiest, but it is necessary, and it's part of your soul contract that you've done. I'm hearing don't give up. You're very protected and divinely guided. And most can't handle the path that you've chosen. So give yourself a pat on the back for doing it. And I'm hearing that song from Martina McBride. It's Independence Day, let freedom ring. Let the white dove sing. Let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong. Let the right be wrong. It's Independence Day. Roll the stone away. Let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. So karmic justice is being served right now for you, and cycles are being closed, and judgments are being handed out. So if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, things are about to work out. And if you're not, start aligning with it, and things will work out quicker than you believe. Because I'm hearing August and September are very significant times of change for some people, and we're going into fall, so that's a whole nother season. Seasons don't last forever. They can feel like forever, but they're not forever. Check in with your water and sea guide animals too. They encompass your emotional body and your unconscious and your subconscious mind, and they help you with the flow of things. So pay attention to what animals show up. Have you been having like seals, sea lions, or whales show up? Dolphins? Those are very significant. You need to look that up. One day I went to go buy a lamp and I didn't even know, but my lamps had dolphins on it, and you couldn't see it because the lamp's white, but it just had these waves, and I didn't even notice it when I got them until I got them home. I was like, wow, that has dolphins on it. Dolphins are all about joy, navigating the tides, companionship. Right now, you need to make sure you have companionship with yourself. I'm hearing prayer and meditation will definitely solve it. Check in with your professional guide. You have to look that up, but you have different kind of guides that come with you, and your professional guide is helping you get on the career. So if you're having struggling with your career or wondering who you want to be when you grow up, your professional guide is going to help you with that. You can even go get a meditation for that, or just sit in meditation and think about your professional guide angel and ask angels, please send me my professional guide angel to let me know where I'm supposed to go to next. You can talk to it just like that, and then close your eyes and then just get in a meditative state and think about your career, and your angel will pop up for you. 23 is a significant number. Go check that number out. That is the lost letter of the Greek alphabet, the 23rd letter. So 23 has and I'm seeing Michael Jordan jersey with 23 on it. So that's a significant message. I'm also hearing be aware of someone who makes you feel guilty about what they're doing to you. That's called a narcissist. This person's very stuck in victimhood, and they have an agenda that they're focused on. This is confirmation for somebody for gaslighting and manipulation. So it's kind of like that person who hides your keys and then helps you look for them. Pay attention to those people that just all of a sudden you just think that you did something wrong or everything's wrong and you did it. They did it. They're just projecting onto you. And it took me a long time to understand what people were doing, especially with like relationships. And my ex-husband was number one of that. He would just dump all this nastiness onto me, and then by the end of the day I took all of it and made it my own. And I'm like, these aren't even things that I've done. Why am I feeling guilty about this, and why do I feel like I need to fix this? It's not my problem to fix, pal. You take that back with you. Because they knew what they were doing the whole time. They just it's not that you're weak. They just looked at you and they're like, I got this one, and they overlooked all the angels you have in the back of you. So maybe they caught you in a weak moment, but you're not weak. They messed around with the wrong one actually, and you are very backed in spirit and by your ancestors and by your angels, and a lot of karma's coming around like a boomerang to those people that that you gave the benefit of the doubt to, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing have patience because God's exposing them right now. They were a demon on good behavior. So don't beat yourself up for giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, because they just, they tricked you. They used spell work. They didn't fight fair. But once you're aware of it, that's when it stops and you stop and you won't do it no more. And I'm seeing Bradley Nowell again. And I said Knowles the other day, and it's Nowell. He's from Sublime. Go check out my live that I did on Father's Day. I channeled a message from him because, well, for one, he's been my favorite singer since forever. And for two, I got to actually visit his house one day when I was out selling stuff after he passed. And I don't know, ever since then, he's been jumping in my readings, because I started my readings in like 2018. And I've had that specific, I have different famous, I guess, spirits that come in, but they like to hang out with me. Whitney Houston's another one that likes to come and hang out with me. Like attracts like, I guess. I'm hearing, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did that. So this may be you feeling guilty. Again, don't feel guilty. Let your energy be used to build, not destroy. I'm hearing also Alex Trebek is your spirit guide. You have some pretty powerful spirit guides with you. And if you love Jeopardy, or you're very smart, and you're very good at like knowledge, useless knowledge is what we call it. That's why you attracted the spirit guide, because it's not useless knowledge. It's, you were some kind of bookkeeper in a past life. I'm seeing uh, Greece, Greece and Athens is what I'm seeing. So you're very tied into that. Just know that these people are trying to get you out of character right now, and right now it's time to be in the receptive mode and receive. So just acknowledge what these people are doing. Don't fall for it. Don't just fall into your feelings. Acknowledge what your feelings are before you just decide to embrace that you're having a horrible day, and be open to seeing and doing things differently. You will experience the answers that you need and the miracles that are coming for you, beautiful souls. Stop being the little engine that couldn't. Be the little engine that can. I think I can. I think I can. God's providing where God's guiding. So let me know how this resonates in the comments with you, beautiful souls, and check out my Angelic healing shadow guide that's in the description below. And it's got all kinds of good angels. It's from my prophetic ministry of light. It's got all my bunch of angel prayers that'll help you heal your shadow side. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day.